Lake trout, often called the gray ghosts of the deep, are a captivating species. Their sleek silver bodies and elusive nature make them a fascinating subject for both anglers and biologists alike. They are native to North America, where they have thrived for thousands of years in the pristine waters of the continent's vast lakes. These fish thrive in cold, deep lakes where the water is clear and the temperatures are low, providing the perfect environment for their survival. However, lake trout have earned a less desirable title in many ecosystems. When introduced to new environments, they can become problematic. They are now recognized as a significant invasive species, capable of outcompeting native fish and altering the ecological balance of the lakes they invade. Their presence in non-native lakes has triggered a wave of ecological change, impacting species and altering the delicate balance of these underwater worlds. Native fish populations often decline and the intricate web of aquatic life is disrupted. The story of their introduction is a complex one, filled with well-meaning but ultimately misguided efforts to enhance fishing opportunities. It is a tale interwoven with good intentions, unforeseen consequences, and the unintended consequences of human actions. Stocking programs, once seen as beneficial, have led to long-term ecological challenges. Understanding how these fish, once confined to their native habitats, have become agents of change in ecosystems far removed from their origins is crucial to appreciating the scale of the challenge and the importance of finding solutions. Their journey from native waters to invasive status is a cautionary tale. In the depths of numerous lakes across North America, a silent invasion is underway. The lake trout's adaptability and resilience have allowed them to establish themselves in new territories. Lake trout, once a prized inhabitant of their native waters, have become unwelcome guests, their presence disrupting the natural order of these delicate ecosystems. The impact on native species and habitats is profound. This is the story of how these fish, admired for their size and strength, have become symbols of the unintended consequences of human actions on the natural world. Their journey from native lakes to invasive waters is a testament to the complexity of ecological balance. It's a story of ecological disruption, of winners and losers in the fight for survival, and of the ongoing efforts to restore balance to these threatened underwater realms. Biologists and conservationists are working tirelessly to mitigate the impact and restore harmony to these ecosystems. The journey of lake trout to becoming invaders began with, ironically, good intentions. It was a time when the natural world was seen as something to be managed and improved upon by human hands. In the early 20th century, sport fishing was gaining popularity, and with it came the desire to create thriving recreational fisheries. Anglers were eager to catch large, impressive fish, and communities saw an opportunity to boost local economies through tourism. Lake trout, being a prized game fish known for their size and fight, were seen as the perfect candidates for stocking programs. Their reputation as formidable opponents made them highly desirable for sport fishing enthusiasts. These stocking programs, often government-sanctioned and publicly supported, aimed to introduce lake trout into lakes where they hadn't existed before. The idea was to enhance the fishing experience and provide more opportunities for anglers. The goal was simple: to provide anglers with new and exciting fishing opportunities. Families could enjoy weekends by the lake, and the local economy would benefit from increased tourism and related activities. However, these programs were often implemented without a complete understanding of the potential ecological ramifications. The science of ecology was still in its infancy, and the long-term impacts of introducing non-native species were not well understood. The interconnectedness of species, the delicate balance of predator and prey, and the long-term consequences of introducing a new apex predator were not fully grasped. The ecosystems were complex, and the introduction of lake trout disrupted these intricate relationships. The result was a wave of introductions, spreading lake trout far beyond their native range. These fish began to establish themselves in new environments, often at the expense of native species. Lakes, once home to unique assemblages of fish species that had evolved over millennia, were now being asked to accommodate a new top predator. The native fish, which had no natural defenses against the lake trout, began to decline. The consequences of these introductions, while not immediately apparent, would soon ripple through these ecosystems, setting in motion a chain of events that would forever alter the ecological landscape of these lakes. The balance of nature was disrupted, leading to unforeseen and often irreversible changes. While well-intentioned stocking programs played a significant role in the spread of lake trout, they were not the only culprit. Illegal introductions, driven by a combination of self-interest and a lack of awareness, further exacerbated the problem. Individuals eager to create their own personal fishing havens or simply unaware of the ecological consequences took it upon themselves to introduce lake trout into new waters. These illicit introductions, often done clandestinely and without any oversight or regulation, added another layer of complexity to the issue. Tracking the origins of these introductions and quantifying their impact proved challenging, making it even harder to develop effective management strategies. Furthermore, accidental introductions, though unintentional, also contributed to the spread. Lake trout eggs or larvae, small and easily overlooked, could hitchhike on fishing gear, boats, or even the feathers of waterfowl, traveling from one lake to another. These accidental introductions, difficult to prevent and even harder to track, highlighted the interconnectedness of waterways and the ease with which species could be transported beyond their natural boundaries. As we delve deeper into the tale of lake trout, we encounter a story of intense competition and unfortunate decline. This story is not just about the fish themselves, but also about the delicate balance of the ecosystem they inhabit. The introduction of non-native species, particularly the sea lamprey and alewife, has had a profound impact on lake trout populations. These invasive species have disrupted the natural order, creating a ripple effect that has been felt throughout the entire aquatic community. You see, the sea lamprey, a parasitic fish, attaches itself to lake trout and other large fish, feeding on their blood and body fluids. This parasitic relationship is particularly harmful, because it not only weakens the trout but also leaves them vulnerable to other threats in their environment. This, weakens the trout and often leads to their death. The weakened state of the trout makes them easy targets for predators and less capable of competing for food and resources. And then, there's the alewife, a small fish that competes with young lake trout for food. The competition for food is fierce, and the alewife often outcompetes the young trout, leaving them malnourished and stunted in growth. Alewives also contain a compound called thiaminase, which breaks down vitamin B1 or thiamine in the bodies of lake trout. This compound is particularly insidious because it affects the trout's ability to thrive and reproduce. This deficiency, in turn, affects their reproduction and survival rates. Without sufficient vitamin B1, lake trout struggle to produce healthy offspring, leading to a decline in their population over time. Overfishing has also played a significant role in the decline of lake trout populations. For decades, both commercial and recreational fishing have put immense pressure on these fish, reducing their numbers significantly. For many years, commercial and recreational fishing pressures outpaced the natural reproduction rates of these magnificent fish. The relentless fishing activities have left the lake trout struggling to maintain their population, but it's not all doom and gloom. There is hope on the horizon thanks to dedicated conservation efforts and a growing awareness of the need to protect these vital species. Conservation efforts, including stocking programs and the control of sea lamprey populations, have shown promise in helping lake trout make a comeback. These initiatives are crucial in restoring the balance of the ecosystem and ensuring the survival of lake trout for future generations. The story of lake trout is indeed a complex one, filled with challenges and hope for the future. It serves as a reminder of the delicate balance within our natural world and the importance of our efforts to preserve it. As the seasons change, so too does the vibrant wildlife around our lakes. Ospreys with their keen eyes and sharp talons give way to majestic eagles soaring high above. This transition is a testament to the dynamic and ever-changing ecosystem that supports a diverse array of species. Ensuring the resilience of our lake ecosystems requires thoughtful management strategies. By balancing the needs of wildlife with human activities, we can create a sustainable environment where both can thrive. Implementing measures such as habitat restoration and pollution control are crucial steps towards maintaining this delicate balance. Behind the scenes, dedicated individuals and organizations work tirelessly to protect and preserve our lakes. These guardians of the lake are true champions of conservation, advocating for policies that safeguard water quality and biodiversity. Their efforts ensure that future generations can enjoy the natural beauty and resources that our lakes provide. Ultimately, the health of our aquatic ecosystems is a shared responsibility. Each of us has a role to play in protecting these vital resources. By making informed choices and supporting conservation initiatives, we can contribute to the well-being of our lakes and the myriad of life they sustain. Together, we can make a difference. It's very hard to locate pictures of lake trout that we could use in our video. An actual image of a lake trout is the fish that is on this video's thumbnail. The fish in the video are an assortment of trout and other species. For more environmental videos, please subscribe. Thank you for watching and have a great day.